Hello everybody, welcome to today's Ocean Wonders video. Today we are going to learn about an amazing animal, the seahorse on Capel Mara. So what is a seahorse? It is a marine animal and is a type of fish which has a vertebrate, a backbone just like us. What do seahorses look like? Well, the name is a big hint. They are named for the shape of their head, which is just like a horse. Their tail is curly and flexible and is used to grasp things like seaweed to anchor them down and keep themselves in one position. Their bodies are covered in tiny spiny plates and they have a dorsal fin on their back. Seahorses don't have stomachs. Seahorses are fish that have digestive tracts that lack a stomach, which means they have to eat nearly continuously to stay alive. So, what do seahorses eat? Seahorses mainly eat shrimp, plankton, and crustaceans. Adult seahorses eat 30 to 50 times a day if the food is available. As I already mentioned, they do not have a stomach and they do not have teeth. Instead, they suck their food in through a tubular snout or a fused jaw and pass it through their digestive system. Seahorses are closely related to sea dragons and pipefish. How do seahorses move? To move forward through the water, seahorses use their dorsal fin, which is on their back, which you can see that look like wings. Seahorses move their fins very similar to a hummingbird, but they are not fast swimmers. To move up and down, they adjust the volume of air in a tiny pocket inside their body called a swim bladder. A group of seahorses is called a herd. A baby seahorse is called a fry. And seahorses live in the wild for about 5 years. Where do seahorses live? Seahorses are found worldwide, with the exception of the polar regions. They are typically found in seagrass beds, mangrove roots, and coral reefs in shallow, temperate, and tropical waters. Some species can also be found in estuaries, as they are able to tolerate wide ranges of salinity. Seahorses have an unusual life cycle. The dad carries the eggs in a pouch. A female seahorse lays lots of eggs, hundreds, in a pouch on the male seahorse's abdomen. This is a bit like a kangaroo's pouch for carrying young. Seahorses' young hatch after around 45 days in the brood pouch and are about the size of a jelly bean. Once the fry, the baby seahorses, are born, they will never return to the pouch, unlike kangaroos. They find other baby seahorses and float together in small groups, clinging to each other using their tails. They must immediately try to defend themselves from predators, and grouping together is one way of making themselves appear larger in a defense tactic. Seahorses are the masters of camouflage. They have tiny little sac-like organs in their skin that can help them change colour to blend in or to stand out as needed. Seahorses change their colour to copy their surroundings when hiding from predators or prey, and to communicate when mating or when fighting. To date, scientists have identified about 50 different types of seahorses, ranging in size from 13 millimeters, which is about the size of my thumbnail, to 35 centimeters long, which is longer than this ruler. It can be difficult to classify seahorses using just visual markings and characteristics, because individual seahorses within the same species look very different from one another. This is because seahorses can change their shape and colour to camouflage. Scientists use genetic research to help them figure out which species is which. In the photo is a pygmy seahorse. You can find two species of seahorse here in Ireland. The short-snouted seahorse, which you see in the picture here, and the spiny seahorse, which you can see here. What is very interesting about seahorses that every one of them has a kind of crown on their head, which is different from each species. None resemble the other, which is something amazing. So, what animals eat seahorses? Seahorse predators include sharks, crabs, skates, and rays, and larger fish. So what are some threats to seahorses? Fishing, for food or as a souvenir, habitat changes, pollution, and change in water temperature. So, how can we help seahorses? We can help seahorses by reducing plastic, litter picking, and taking action on climate change, all of which you are doing already. Thank you for all your hard work on learning and helping the environment. I hope you enjoyed learning about seahorses. Thanks very much for your time. Bye!